Oh, this is the third vlog. So after doing the crystal meth spiritual warfare ceremony, um, the other epiphany that came to me is um, the good guys at the beginning of creation, 200,000 years ago, when evil rose up into power, they ran away into the elemental universe. So there's three universes, right? Like this. You got three of them like that. The top one is for people to live in. This one is for people to live in. I'm gonna assume that this one here is where they live, and then this one here is just a mirror image universe with uh, identical planets. So when this universe here runs out of planets to colonize, they can go down to this universe and recolonize all these planets. But what evil has done is they took over this universe here, and everyone that was good at this universe here went into this universe here. This is the elemental universe. There's no stars in this universe. It's cold in there, and the only thing that's in there is fungi spores, asteroids, and ice comets and noble gases. That's what's in this one. This one has all the stars. These two have the stars. So evil has two universes all to themselves, but there's only one galaxy out of the Milky Way. And the Milky Way galaxy is the only one with life on it. And in the Milky Way, there's 1,409 planets in total across the eight parallel universes. So evil has access to 1,418 planets. No, more than that. 2,800 and some odd planets. So they have all the planets up here and all the planets down here that they can colonize. So basically, evil has control of 2,400 planets, and has had control of them for 200,000 years. Um, So they waged war against the good side of creation, but the good guys ran into this universe here. For some strange reason, the bad guys cannot enter that universe. Only the good guys can enter this universe. And they've constructed a big city in there made out of all their UFOs. So they've basically linked all those UFOs together. Like these are 8 mile wide UFOs. And in those UFOs, they produce their own food. Plus, they have their own advanced microwaves where they can make food from carbon. So basically, you put carbon in the microwave and it pops your food. So they've been living in this elemental universe for 200,000 years. Um, so that's one of the epiphanies I had. So the original story was that I was told that they're alive. Also, all of the three universes, that the good guys are up here in this universe, and the bad guys are down here in this universe, and that these guys up here could come save me with UFO technology, but they can't because they don't even know that I exist. They're just living over here in the elemental universe. They don't even know about Earth over here. They don't know about me or mom or anybody. So that's evil's secret. So when I run, get muscular, physically fit, I'll send a signal. My signal from my phone will get sent over to the elemental universe. They should be able to pick it up on their technology, like their cell phones. Then they'll be made aware that I'm down here. Then they'll be given um, the drawings for UFOs, so they can make the UFOs and come over here and rescue me. So that's something that I just learned recently, and the only clue I have for that is Valerian in the city of 1,000 planets. It's based on the elemental universe over here having 1,000 civilizations worth of people living in UFOs in one big city of interconnected UFOs. Um, and I didn't know that. I always assumed they were alive up here, but I guess not. They must have ran over here, and I don't know how that barrier works to keep evil out, but that's what I've been showing. So that's a new, different story that I now have to tell mankind, because my stories revolve around evil being up top and opening the Einstein-Rosen bridge, which is incorrect. They don't do that. in order for them to cross over the barrier from the elemental universe into our universe, I need to purify the hydrogen. Once I purify the hydrogen, or Earth protons and fire electrons, they can cross that barrier. They'll have advanced technology, advanced spaceships that nobody else has. But in order to do that, I need to create the video and show them what I want my UFOs to look like. And then show them how it works with hydrogen. So I could send that signal out when I'm muscular and running every day. So after I create that video, at some point in time, they'll get it. They'll get it when I become skinny and muscular, or they'll get it when evil comes over here and gets rid of me, or when one of you guys from mankind gets rid of me. Because that single atom in my body that is my soul, all those four elements, the earth electron, or the earth proton, the fire electron, the air neutron, and the water neutron, those are mine and mine alone. And I've purified them. And when I'm running and healthy, those things being pure like that is my eternal consciousness. So if I fall asleep because you guys kill me, that becomes my consciousness. And because I don't have any body, like the atoms in my body that I plan on using to send the signal over there, I have to be muscular. I have to be healthy. If I don't have a body to be muscular, to be healthy because I've fallen asleep, that electrical signal takes over the entire universe. It fast tracks my way out of here. The signal gets sent over to the good guys. They pick up my TV signal that has been hidden away in Earth's magnetosphere, the black hole at the core. It gets released. It gets sent over on the visible electromagnetic radiation wave. So if I die, it kills grandmother and grandfather, the evil ones. They die. I take over their invisible electromagnetic radiation waves. My spirit will get resurrected, send a signal over the elemental universe. They'll construct my UFOs, all the materials in there. Then they'll come over here and they'll resurrect me. That's my backup plan. So that's another epiphany I had. If I didn't get the ice and do my spiritual warfare, I wouldn't have had that epiphany. It's a different story from the one that I've been telling about the good guys living in that universe above us. They're not. And they're not even living in this universe. They're living over here. I was told that these guys here, they actually killed everybody in creation. And the only ones that are left is mankind. That's the other story I've been told. So I don't know what's the truth here. I'm leaning more towards probably the one I just told you about, the elemental universe. In theory, it just means when these evil guys murdered your mom and dad, our spirits still being good, the guys needed a place to go. They're probably wondering, well, what do we do? They would probably jump into UFOs, and our mother and father spirits would fly them over to the good universe, the elemental universe, and let them hover around there, probably on the what do you want to call that? The visible electromagnetic radiation. Like wherever there's like a star, there's a black hole there, and then where there's a planet, there's a black hole there. So they could, in theory, be all like huddled together around a black hole, like such as a star or a planet. So if they went into the elemental universe and the spirit stopped them at a black hole where there should be a planet, where the materials flow in to create the planet, those UFOs would block up the black hole, and it would become like a giant magnet because it's so cold in there. So the first UFO that arrives there would block up that black hole, and they would just clump together, stick together because of the nuclear fusion reactors in the engines. So that to me seems more logical. Because these guys are trying to tell me that they waged war and got rid of everyone. You gotta be stupid if you're just gonna sit on your planet and let evil guys come over there and bombard you from space with railgun technology. I don't think that's the truth. I don't think that war would take hundreds of years to get rid of everyone, if not thousands of years. So it's more logical when you think logically that these good guys just jumped in their UFOs and my spirit and mother spirit took them into the elemental universe, and the spaceship blocked up a black hole, and then it became like a reverse planet where all the spaceships started huddling together because of the black hole and the first UFO acting like a planet's core to connect a bunch of ships together through magnetism. That's my news story. That's what I'm going to tell mankind, because that's what I believe is the truth. Not that evil got rid of everyone, although they have me believe that. That's worst case scenario. This one here, if they're in the elemental universe, that's middle of the road scenario. And top of the road, their best case scenario is that they're in their elemental, or the good universe above us. And that grandmother and grandfather, or they ran up to that universe, and grandmother and grandfather somehow put a barrier in that universe so that they, could live in that universe with light. However, in doing that, they ran into a universe where there's no pink glass super cities. So they would have to go in there and transform that one particular universe into a primitive universe and build their domiciles like mankind. They basically would fly their UFOs in there, land on a planet, and they'd have to, learn how to make concrete buildings so they could live in those concrete buildings. And my only clue for that is Big Yellow Taxi. They paved over paradise and put up a parking lot. So the theory is that the good guys, they stole the good universe, and these are horrible people living in futuristic pink glass cities. And all the good guys ran into the other universe where grandma and grandpa put a shield around it with their electricity and let them start over by building concrete buildings. But they think that we're dead. They don't even know that we're alive. They've never gotten a signal yet from me, so they don't know I exist. And because they live in a primitive civilization, they don't know about terraforming. They could terraform the planet when I become skinny or stop sinning and start running, right? So whenever they get the signal, if that's the best case scenario, my signal will bounce over to their civilizations where they probably got satellites in there, and then they'll pick up the signal on their phones and realize, oh, there's a creator over there and he wants spaceships. And then all they got to do is terraform the planet, create their pink glass super cities in that universe, and then create the spaceships, and then bring the spaceships in here using hydrogen. Those are my three competing stories. One has evil killing everyone in creation, which I don't believe. The other is best case scenario where they're in that other universe without the ability to terraform the planet because they don't know that I'm down here. And then the worst case scenario is they're in the elemental universe. Both are plausible and both have rescue opportunities, is what I'm trying to teach you. Either way, if there doesn't matter which story is right, all I know is I'll get my UFOs. If somebody drops the ball and gets rid of me, I become a singularity. That one atom in my body, it'll send out a signal from the Earth's core where my cell phone signal has been recording and stored there as data in my black hole at the center of the Earth. If I drop dead, my spirit will send that signal up to wherever the good guys are. They'll pick it up on their cell phone technology, know that I want some spaceships, make them, come over here and resurrect me. And then I'll be pissed off. And I won't take anybody with me to paradise except the people that I care about. So you remember that. Or you won't be joining me if you piss me off and talk shit about me, saying I'm the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. I'm the good guy because I'm trying to take you with me to paradise forever.